Right, folks. So once again, most of the marks on your assessment is given for this explain why question, which, as you can see on here, is worth 12 marks. Let's just circle that for you. And I've selected a topic we haven't been revising recently, so it's a bit of extra revision for you as well. And it's explain why the Nazis were able to reduce unemployment. So the focus is on Nazi methods to do that. Why were they able to do it in the years 33 to 39? Just to emphasise again, it tells you that you may use these 2 bullet points, but you must use information of your own. And the little tip I told you last time is just write in that box what your third one is going to be. It does 2 things. It tells the examiner what you're going to be writing about, and emphasising the fact that you are going to pick up these marks here for doing the extra information, and it helps you keep your focus. Okay, so I'm going to talk about, my third point would be about invisible unemployment. And remember, on these 12 markers, the simplest structure to use for this is just to use your PIL times 3. Let's just type this up here. And remember, that's give me your point, give me some evidence and some explanation, and then link it all back to the question. All right, and if you can remember, you get AO1, which is your sort of facts and detail, and AO2 is for your explanation. Okay. So the one I'm going to just do a sort of model paragraph for, just to sort of talk you through it, is I'm going to write a paragraph on, let's put the blue pen on rearmament, and I'm going to explain how rearmament helped reduce the unemployment. Okay, so again, the nice simple structure, we just write in, one way, we just repeat back the question. The Nazis were able to reduce unemployment was through rearmament. Okay, so what I've effectively done here, if I just sort of do it here, there's the P, the point. I'd actually get the mark for just sort of talking about my basic point. Now what I need to do is add some evidence and some explanation. Now I know if I just jot over here, under the Treaty of Versailles, I know that it was reduced to 100,000 soldiers, so that's some nice precise detail. And I know that he increased it to 1.4 million soldiers. And I know 18 to 25-year-olds, 2 years, sort of conscription, they had to fight. So I could talk about this leading to jobs, and I could also talk about linked industries. So think about all the other jobs that supply stuff for the soldiers, people that make tanks, airplanes, uniforms, guns, bullets, you name it, it would all sort of build into it. And all I have to do now, really, now that I've mentioned rearmament as my point, is just explain that in a little bit of detail and just make sure I link back to it, creating jobs at the end. So I'm going to write, I've put there, one was the Nazis were able to, should be one way, one way the Nazis were able to reduce unemployment was through rearmament. Following the reduction of the army under the Treaty of Versailles to 100,000 men, Hitler decided after 1933 to rearm. All right, so I've got a nice precise detail about the 100,000. This included increasing the army to 1.4 million and was done, sorry about my writing again, and was done partly through 2-year conscription for 18 to 25-year-olds. Okay. So what I've done, if I just sort of change the pen colour very quickly, so I've got my nice clear point here. I've got some detail in here about 100,000. I'm talking about them increasing the to 1.4 million. I'm talking about the conscription. So I've got some precise detail here, which is going to get me, if I just sort of put it up here, that's the sort of AO1. And what I need to do really is then obviously just explain and link back more to sort of creating jobs. So if I just switch back to my blue pen, so I would say something along the lines of, this created lots of jobs for the new soldiers, but also in industries that were linked. And I can just give some examples, such as building, and I can just list a few of, tanks, guns, making bullets, and uniforms. Okay, so this created jobs for the new soldiers, but also in industries that were linked, such as building tanks, guns, making bullets, and uniforms. Okay, so again, what I've got here, a really nice simple pill paragraph. Got my point at the top. I've got my evidence in the middle and towards the end, and this again links it back here. This is the link here back to the actual question. All right, so pill paragraph. You're going to have a go in a second on a question that we've looked at before on Hitler's consolidation of power, but just follow the same structure through.